Good afternoon and welcome back to the allotment and the channel. I'm Mal, aka as the Veg Plot Man, and I've managed to get a couple of hours off this afternoon and thought I'd come down to the plot, seeing as the sun's shining, and see if we can get something done. As I mentioned in the other video the other day, wasn't feeling it, so didn't do a lot. Today I'm going to stay clear of the moving business. I've got plenty of time for that. I think what I'm going to do today is create the garden part of the allotment. I mentioned to you in the last video that we're going to get those conifers down. Well, as you can see, they have gone. So that now has opened up the back two beds. So you can see one just there and one there. What I'm going to do is join those two together by taking out this path here, so that'll just become one big bed. And then what I'm going to do is continue that little fence all the way across and then back down here. So there's only going to be one entrance from the bottom gate, and that's going to be here, where I'm going to put up a go light. I don't think you can quite see it. There we go. So that's going to be the only entrance there. I'm going to put up a gola over the top of that, where I've planted the clematis that was just round the side of the greenhouse there. So let's chat. Let's see if I can try and get these sides out. I've brought the necessary tools down with me, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. Those scaffold boards have well and truly rotted, but they have served me 8 years this January, so they don't owe me anything. Throw that back onto the messy plot over there. See if I can get the front one out. Whoa. The metal on the scaffold is just caught behind the other gravel board, so I'm gonna have to get that one out. Give me 2 seconds. Right, drill. Managed to get that scaffold board out. Had to cut it because the metal wasn't letting it release around the clematis there. So what I'm going to do is just secure this little fence in at this side before I put a stake in there. Level enough. Now for a stake. But I can't for the life of me find that sledgehammer. That'll do for now. I last had it when I were doing, what was I doing? Over at the greenhouse there, when I swapped that, shortened that fence down. I've no idea where it is, but this won't go nowhere. Now all I've got to do is get another one, butt that up to it, another one of these posts down the inside and on the end, and we're nearly enclosed. Right, another stake. When I get that fastened in there, then I've just one to put there and then a little return on the corner. And then we can crack on, see what we're going to do with the soil. Jeez. No one said it'd be easy. Right, where's that drill? Doesn't really matter how these look at the top, because they'll get chopped off with a chainsaw. Right, what we're going to do, that's it. Only thing I didn't do then was check if it were level. Let's have a get the it's in the lines. It's in the lines, it's an allotment. Right, onwards and up. I'll take a break from doing the fence and do a little bit of digging. So that's nearly all the bed dug, and then I'll get back on to the fence. Not like a good bit of digging to clear the lungs. Thank you. There we go, that's looking something like. I'll just give it a little spruce up and then I'll come back and show you where we've got to. Wow, this sunshine is absolutely glorious and I'm not complaining. But before I show you what I've completed, one of the inspirations for creating a garden up there is my next door neighbour's plot, Margaret, and I don't think she'll mind me showing you. At the end of her plot, or at the beginning, just to, in fact, let me turn you around. So there we go, that's the front entrance of my plot. And my neighbour here, Margaret, she has a lovely, really lovely cottage garden type going on. And in the height of late spring and summer, this area is just full of differing wildflowers. You can see there the amount of foxgloves that have self-seeded. The calendula, she has an umpteen amount of Verbena boreensis, which self-seeds all over this plot and down the path and the edge of my plot here. So yeah, it's a real picture, is this, during the springtime and summertime. So I think I'm going to try and replicate something on those lines. Right, let's go up to the plot and I'll show you where we've got with the garden. So walk through. So as you can see now, I used to have, you could go in towards the shed up that way and up that side. That's now being closed off, as you can see there. No longer do that. So beyond that fence is going to be my cottage stylish garden, and I think I'm gonna put my 2 dwarf fruit trees in there as well, or at least one of them, and I'll find somewhere else for the other one. We'll go around the sprouts, which are doing absolutely superb. They're really starting to thicken up. Down past the greenhouse, and here we go. So here we go, we've got the return on. I come down, and at the front here, that clematis that was over there when I was moving the greenhouse is now planted just behind this pallet. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put up some type of pergola entrance here as you come into the plot, so that'll climb up and over onto that. So we go down, and then here we go. We now have the garden area all separated off, so I've got a decent-ish lawn and a good space to be able to put flowers in. It's been a really nice place to sit, because this is where the sun comes, and it comes round this way, and it's a lovely place to sit in the evening. As I say, I've got the patio here, but that's going to be reduced because that's going to come all the way across to the edge of the greenhouse. Now, a lot of people have said to me, oh, are you going to be blocking the light? Well, the sun tends to come from that side and comes all the way around this way. So by putting that shelter across there, I don't think it's going to hinder anything in the greenhouse. So that's going to come across there, but it's going to reduce my patio. So it might be that I'll bring another couple of flags out around here just to make the patio a little bit bigger. But I think all in all, it'll be a very nice place to sit and look down. Now, what I'll probably end up doing is the back edge of that border, I'll be planting, you've guessed it, fennel. So I'll have fennel going all the way along the back, and then we'll bring it down the way to the front edge. I think I might get a scaffold board and just retain this edge all the way along so nothing comes up, and then I can just put that in, seed all the front edge of it, and then I can keep a really tidy lawn. I've already got a clematis here that grows from down here up onto this trellis. Now, I never know when to prune these. There's some you prune before June, and there's some you prune after, and I'm unsure what this one is. It never seems to get any bigger than that, and I never prune it. So I'm thinking to myself, should I give it a hack back down and see if it, you know, enhances the growth? So there we go. Not bad for a couple of hours graft. So that brings us to the end of another video. I will be continuing with the moving stuff probably throughout the rest of this weekend. At the weekend, I'm hoping to get the shed dismantled, but probably not moved because Martin is away for the weekend, so I may just have it taken down and just stacked at the bottom, ready for him when he comes back, and then we can move it down later on. But yeah, thank you very much guys for watching and taking the time to like these videos and leave nice comments. That's really appreciative. I will be back with you, as I say, at the weekend, and I do bob down wherever I can throughout the week to do the odd little job. It just makes life easier, and it gets me towards the goal that I'm aiming for, which is to get off there and get on here as quick as I can, and start enjoying the plot a little bit more, rather than being stressed running around chasing it. I do think I've made the right decision, and the more I do with this plot now, the more I'm convinced that that's the case. So I will see you in the next couple of days. Have a great week, and catch up with you next time. Take care and happy growing.